Hi guys, Steve here on July 30th, 2024, and as you can probably hear and see, I'm feeling quite a bit better than I did the last time I posted a video about being sick with COVID. I came down with COVID, I guess it was 10 days ago. And after I posted that video, so many of you left amazing comments. In fact, you left more than 500 comments that I've been reading through, and I've been so sick for the last 10 days, I haven't really been able to do much of anything, and it's even been kind of taxing just to read the comments and respond. So I've only been able to lay on the couch and read the comments and respond for an hour at a time, and most of the comments are really, really long, so they might take me 5-10 minutes to read and respond to. So with 500 to respond to, it could be a few weeks. So just want to let you know, I will get to all of them. I will respond to all of them, but it may be a while before you hear from me. And they keep coming in. So thank you so much for all your well wishes for me and for Jen. And many of you said you wanted an update just to find out how I was. I know some of you are aware of this, but maybe not everyone is aware that these videos aren't always posted immediately after I film them. This is just a quick video that I can probably post later on this afternoon, and it shouldn't take too much time to do. So this one will be posted the same day probably, or maybe tomorrow. But quite often I film videos and they're not posted for days or weeks or months or even years. I just, on my other channel, the Graveyard channel, I just posted a video that I filmed 5 years ago. Just finally had time to get to that and edit it and film it. I'd completely forgotten I'd even done it. And I have hundreds of videos like that. I film so much, and sometimes, and I file everything away, but sometimes, even though they're organized and filed, I still forget that I've even filmed them. Or other videos come up in the meantime that are more timely or more interesting. Anyway, just a little behind the scenes info for those of you who aren't aware, because I know a lot of you will leave questions or make comments believing that the videos that I post are always posted immediately, and they're not. So the one I posted the other day when I was very ill, that was posted the same day, or maybe it was the next day. I can't remember. I'm kind of still delirious. Anyway, I'm rambling as always, but a lot of it is because I'm still sick and a little foggy in the head, even more so than usual. But hopefully you could tell I feel a lot better, and I think I sound a lot better. I haven't coughed much at all today, and this is the first day. 10 days of coughing almost nonstop has just worn me out and worn my throat out. And this is the first time I've shaved since I've been sick. So I just feel better. This is the first time I felt like shaving, where I could actually just stand there and shave. I have a very heavy beard, and it takes me a long time to shave. It takes me a half hour to 45 minutes to shave my face and my head and everything. Anyway, I'm getting off on a tangent. All I wanted to say was thank you for all of your comments, your kind comments, and for sharing your stories. I had no idea that so many of you had COVID, and I really had no idea that so many of you got COVID 2 or 3 or 4 times. I mean, that really kind of depressed me to hear that, to be honest. And I mean, I'm glad you told me. I mean, at least now I'm aware. And many of you also said, I would say probably 50% of you were fully vaccinated like me, and 50% of you were not vaccinated at all. So it doesn't seem to matter. I don't think whether you're vaccinated or not, you can still get it either way. It appears that you can get it no matter whether you're vaccinated or not vaccinated, and it doesn't seem to matter as far as how hard you get hit by it, at least according to your stories that you've shared in the comments. So I guess at least I'm now prepared that if I get it again, I just can't imagine. God, fingers crossed. I hope none of you get it again. I hope none of you ever get it, but if you do, I hope you don't get it more than once. And I sure hope I don't get it more than once. Jim got really lucky. He did get it a couple days after me, but he got it a very, very mild version. He was in bed sick, like just a normal cold, for a couple of days, had a little bit of a cough and a sore throat, the usual. And now, and then a couple of days later, he was just fine again. He still has a little bit of a cough, but he's back to playing his games and doing everything he always does, as if nothing ever happened. And here I am 10 days later, still feeling sick. I'm hoping, I'm just, knocking on wood and crossing my fingers that I don't have another relapse, because I've had a couple of relapses Also wanted to mention, so many of you said I should have gone immediately to urgent care or the doctor for, now I can't remember the name of what everyone seemed to be taking. I'll have to look through some of the messages and see what it's called. I don't know how you guys did it, how you got to a doctor once you got COVID, because as I mentioned in that first video, the first 2 days, I mean, it hit me like a ton of bricks on day one, and I couldn't get out of bed for 2 days. I was like in a coma, 24 hours a day for the first 2 days. And then by day three, I was able to, so there was no way I could go to urgent care or a doctor. I just couldn't, I would have had to have been taken there in an ambulance. Even if I could have gone, I just felt like that just seemed so wrong, to infect everybody, to expose everybody to this in the waiting room or wherever I was, all the people that would be around me being exposed to my COVID. I mean, that didn't seem right. So I didn't go, and then by day three, I was feeling quite a bit better. That's when I made the video. I thought, okay, day three, I'm feeling better. Within a couple of days, I'll be fine. And then I had a really bad relapse on day four. But then by day 6 or 7, all of a sudden I was feeling fine again, or at least feeling like, okay, it's behind me now. I'm going to be fine. I wasn't coughing as much. Not having had this before and not knowing anything about it, and just being kind of stupid, I guess. I walk every day, and a couple of miles at least every day. And so when I started feeling better after about day 7, I thought, well, let me start walking again. I didn't want to overdo it, so I thought I was being smart. I thought, okay, let me just walk around the block very slowly, a very short walk. I'll go check our mail. And after so it was about a 5 to 10 minute walk, very short for me. I usually walk at least a half hour every day. And when I do the long videos, the long walks, and I make my videos on those long walks, I can walk an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, and I'm fine. But I wasn't planning to do anything like that. I just thought I'll just take a 5-10 minute really slow stroll around the block, a very long block. And I thought, maybe each day I'll just do a little bit more, and I'll be, within a few days, I'll be back up to my daily routine. Well, that was a huge mistake. I got back from that probably 10-minute walk, and I was just wiped out. I was so exhausted that I went to bed, and I think I was in bed for 24 hours. I mean, it just knocked me on my butt again. And so I realized, okay, I really overdid it. I guess a lot of COVID is in your lungs. Wasn't really thinking about that. So walking, even though it was only 10 minutes, was still putting a real strain on my lungs that were and I was still sick, and I just didn't realize it. I thought I was a lot better than I was. So I haven't done a thing. I haven't walked since then. So I haven't walked in 10 days other than that one 10-minute walk. And I'm not planning to walk again for maybe a month. I'm just not going to walk until I'm completely over this and I don't have any weakness and no cough and nothing else. But right now on day 10, I feel pretty good. And I'm still kind of weak, and you can probably see that. And I probably still don't look great, but I feel a million times better than I have since I first came down with this 10 days ago. So I'm just going to stay at home and not go anywhere, not do anything, definitely not walk. So I just wanted to give you an update and let you know that I think I'm okay as of day 10, unless I have another horrible relapse or something. As of day 10, I seem to be getting better. And this is the best day I've been so far. So I'm not planning to do any more updates about this. You'll just see future videos. But just so you know, many of the videos, the next videos that you'll see, maybe the next 2 or 3 or 4 videos, were filmed long before I got COVID. And many of them were edited and posted. YouTube makes it really easy to post videos, but keep them private until you're ready for them to go live. So you just schedule them for the future. So most of the time, I schedule videos, to go live maybe a few days in the future, sometimes a week, sometimes next week, sometimes next month, depending on what the video is and when I want it to go live. So a lot of the videos you've been watching, if you've been watching over the last 10 days, almost all of those. I don't think I've edited or posted anything since I've been sick. Maybe the last couple of days I've edited a couple. In fact, those might be the ones you'll be seeing in the next couple of days. I've been well enough to sit at my computer and edit some of my videos. An hour here, an hour there, just, whenever I have the energy to work on them. One of the reasons I mention that is because some of you have left comments saying, oh, I'm glad to see that you're feeling a lot better now and that you recuperated. And comments like that are coming from people who have watched some of these videos that were filmed before I got COVID, but just went live in the last 10 days. So just so you know, whenever you're watching a video, doesn't mean it was posted, that it was filmed that day or even recently. Unless it happens to be, like when I went to the parade, the little golf cart parade on 4th of July, and then that night I posted it, that was posted the same day. So, once in a while, especially if it's a holiday or something timely, a news event or something that it pretty much has to be posted, you don't want to post a 4th of July video a month after 4th of July. Same with Christmas. And so those timely videos tend to be posted pretty close to when they were filmed, but some of the others, they can be filmed any time and posted at any time. So just a heads up for those of you who didn't realize that. And even the videos that will be going live in this next week, I don't know, did I say this already? Most of those were already filmed, before I was sick. So you're not going to see anything on this channel probably for another week or so that's been filmed after I recuperated from COVID, assuming I recuperate completely from COVID. That was the other thing. So many of you said that you've had lingering effects. Now, I'm happy to say so far that I haven't lost my sense of smell or sense of taste. Jim either. Jim's always had a really bad sense of taste, so he never had a sense of taste to begin with. So for him, he wouldn't really notice the difference. But I have really lost my appetite. I've had almost no appetite for the past 10 days. And for me, if you know me, you know that's really, really serious. I was born hungry, and I've been hungry every day since. So every day of my life since, I am always hungry. I'm just always starving. I'm almost never full. Or if I get full, I don't stay full for very long. I just have a weird body where I'm just always hungry. And so I do kind of snack and graze a lot throughout the day. I try not to eat big meals just because I am so hungry. If I ate every time I was hungry, I would weigh 500 pounds. So I tend to eat very small meals, but a lot of them throughout the day. But for the past 10 days, I've had to force myself to eat just once or twice a day. I think I'm back now to eating 3 times a day, 3 small meals a day, but not really that hungry. My meals are even smaller than usual. So anyway, that's the update. I'm feeling pretty good right now. Knock on wood, fingers crossed. Saying a little prayer that I don't have any relapses, and that I never get this again. And I hope none of you ever get this. And if you have gotten it, I hope you never get it again either. Thank you again for all the comments, and I will respond to all of them eventually. So I just want to let you know I'm still alive. And hopefully I'll just continue to get better over the next few days. Each day I do seem to get a little bit better than the day before. It's been very small incremental changes as far as feeling better. It's not like a normal cold where you get sick and then, within a couple of days you're feeling pretty good. This has not been that. This has just been, I feel, very weak and tired and not so great pretty much every day, and maybe just a little bit better each day. Today, a little bit better than yesterday. Anyway, thanks for all the concern. I really appreciate it, and I think I'm doing better, and I'll hope to see you all in the next video.